Is body horror officially back in a big way? Or are we just getting started? Welcome to the Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror, where we track the stories shaping genre right now. Before we dive in, quick shout out to today's sponsors. Over at Fanatical, don't forget to check out their ongoing bundles and pre-orders, especially if you're looking to lock in new releases at a discount. At Grove, collector editions and steelbooks are still rolling in. So if you're a physical media diehard, keep your eye on what's dropping next. All right, let's get into it. First up, the first major Sundance acquisition of the year is already turning heads. IFC and Shudder have picked up Saccharine, one of the films that we mentioned to be on the lookout for this year. That's the latest film from Natalie Erica James, director of Relic. The film follows a lovelorn medical student who becomes terrorized by a sinister force after participating in an obscure weight loss trend. Consuming human ashes. Yes, definitely best believe your boy's paying attention to this one, as this is clearly the next Ozempic trend. The sentence alone tells you exactly what kind of movie this is. Starring Midori Francis, Danielle McDonald, and Madeline Madden, Saccharine continues James' fixation on grief, obsession, and the body as a site of horror. Shudder calls it chilling and utterly original, positioning James as one of the most important voices working in genre right now. The film will get a theatrical run before landing on Shudder sometime in 2026. Keep an eye out for that one. My question for you guys is Saccharine the kind of body horror you've been craving, or does this premise already push too far? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Next up, super excited to jump in the video game world for this one. The zombie multiverse just collided. Saber Interactive has officially set January 29th as the release date for its long-anticipated World War Z, The Walking Dead DLC. This 3-mission campaign lets players step into iconic locations like the prison, Alexandria, and Grady Memorial Hospital. You'll play as Rick Grimes, Daryl Dixon, Negan, and Michonne, with Andrew Lincoln and Norman Reedus returning to voice their characters. What's really interesting here is the gameplay shift. The DLC retools World War Z's massive swarms into Walking Dead style walkers, slower, heavier, and more oppressive. There's also a new spiked walker enemy that forces close quarters combat. This feels like a gimmick, like less of a gimmick and more like a full-on love letter to zombie fans across games and television. My question for you guys is, do you prefer Walking Dead's slow dread or World War Z's overwhelming chaos? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. And finally, drop back into my childhood on this one. The Power Sword is back. The first teasers for Masters of the Universe has arrived, bringing the iconic 80s property to the big screen with Nicholas Galatazine as Prince Adam, alongside Camila Mendes, Idris Elba, and Jared Leto as Skeletor. All weird. Directed by Travis Knight, the film leans into classic fantasy spectacle while positioning itself for a modern audience. The story sees Adam reclaiming Eternia after years of separation and embracing his destiny as He-Man. It's not horror, but it is genre, and the visual tone feels more mythic and serious than previous attempts. My question for you guys is, does this teaser that they dropped today make you optimistic about Masters of the Universe, or are you still skeptical? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Today's take. What stands out today is how genre keeps expanding sideways. Body horror, zombie crossovers, retro fantasy. None of this feels accidental. Horror isn't shrinking into one lane, it's infecting everyone around it. Which story are you most excited about today? Go ahead and answer that on the Spotify poll question. Saccharine at Shudder, World War Z meets The Walking Dead, or the Masters of the Universe teaser. Make sure you answer today's Spotify poll. And if you got tips, rumors, or breaking horror news, DM us at HMUNCUT. We might feature your tip on an upcoming show. That's it for today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. We'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the week. Subscribe, follow, and as always, you guys know the drill. Until next time, keep the lights on.